Alright, everyone, welcome to Jasper's History Facts. Today is August the 18th, and on this day, in 1227, one of the greatest conquerors in all of human history passed away. So that conqueror is Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan. It's always hard. I know people say it different ways. Genghis, I believe, is actually correct, but he is probably one of the greatest conquerors in all of human history, if not the greatest. Not in terms of who he was as a person, because not a very good guy, but in terms of the amount that he conquered. And then his son would conquer even more, Kublai Khan. Their empire would stretch all from the very east all the way to some of the very west. It is the largest contiguous empire in all of human history. Now, what do I mean by that? Contiguous, if you don't know, just means all connected. It basically means it was all connected. Whereas there are bigger empires, for instance, the British Empire is probably the largest in all of human history, but it was many different places. It wasn't all connected. So that would be the difference. But his empire was very mighty. He starts from pretty much obscurity. He's one of the small tribes. He's part of one of the smaller tribes in Mongolia, what is modern-day Mongolia. And he has a lot of hardship in his early life and through most of his life, but perseveres through it all to turn his tide on the enemies. Now, the reason the Mongols were so good at what they did, they had one thing that most countries didn't really perform in, besides actually one other Asian country, but was horseback archers. Horseback archery, obviously today we don't think of horses, we think of cavalry, we think of the mighty charges of Europe, the lances and things like that. But especially during 1227, and earlier than that, and even later, horse archery is one of those skills. It's very hard to master, but horse archers are one of the most useful tools any army could have. Funnily enough, Japan, one of the places that never got conquered by the Mongols, also had horse archers. Samurai were originally horse archers, but mostly because the armor was so heavy than the bows. But now you know.